Hey, just a short clip before the video begins with me riding. I just want to say sorry to you guys. I've been doing my best to stay positive lately, and in my own personal life, I have been. But when I go for rides, I'm just not at the level of positivity that I would like to be. And I'm sorry for that. Like, I'm struggling and I'm doing my best with my weight loss right now. And it's not like I'm like grossly negative in my episodes, but there are some instances where I'm definitely not all in the right. And don't worry, I realize this and I reflect on this after. And I just want to show you guys an honest riding experience. Like, I look at a lot of other riding channels, especially Toronto based ones that are recommended to me. And there's a lot of people that just don't give any personality, and they give like the most highest cut videos too. And that's not what I want to be. I want to share who I am and share what I'm trying to achieve with everyone too. And I'm hoping I inspire other people to be more honest with themselves and what goes on in their rides, and just share with people your genuine experience. And that's the thing, like, I'll never try and force positivity either. Like, there's going to be times where my rides just aren't as entertaining or aren't as positive, but I do want to always show you guys the reality of it. And right now, the reality for me is it's been a month. I dropped the 20 pounds I sought to drop. I did hit my goal of falling under 190 pounds. I'm a little above that right now. I'm like 191, but the other day I was 189, and that felt really good. But at the same time, I can also feel my personality changing too. So I don't know if I want to fall much lower than that at the moment. I'm going to try and keep it at 190. But yeah, that's basically where I'm at right now. And I just apologize if, because some videos my energy's so great, and I rewatch it back and it's like, man, I really love myself in this video. And then other times it's like I'm feeding into negativity, and it's like, man, like, I don't really love that, but like, I love that I was able to actually put that part of myself out that was true, in the moment. And I really value that, even if other people hate it. So please try to understand that, like, I'm not a perfect person, and I'm trying to show you guys like just the reality of my day-to-day and state of mind too. And I won't always be perfect, and I won't try and hide who I am. And you just won't get that with a lot of other people. And I hope you can find some relation to yourself with how you feel too when you ride. And I just hope it can just find that common ground that we're all going through the same thing. And if you're going through similar things, feel free to talk about it with me. And, like, I need to. It's Shen. It's Heba. Hey bad Shen. And he just commented to me and gave me an awesome comment saying how he can't believe how I flew up those stairs with my bike in hand. And I needed to hear a compliment after all, like, the sacrifice I've made recently, and just like, because nobody really cares. I know that, but it's really a huge thing to get a compliment, and it changes your whole perception on wanting to continue and keep doing better for yourself and try to stay positive. So, hey, Bedshen, I'm probably not saying it completely right, but thanks, man. I really appreciate that. You really put an extra positive spin on my day with your comment. And I just want to say thanks to everyone else that commented and commented positively, and at least try to interact in a way that's positive, because there's just so much sarcasm in my life in too many ways and a society, and I'm just tired of the disingenuousness that people portray to each other in so many ways. So just know I am doing my best to be genuine with you all, and I just want to say thanks to anybody who is watching and does love the video, does like to watch these cycling videos. I watch other YouTubers who are riders too, and just like my content, just fast forward through the boring parts. If you feel I'm riding too slow, if you hold your cursor on the monitor, you can play the video at 2x speed, and that'll help you get through the boring parts, and you'll also catch if something happened too, So yeah, that's just a little tip. Anyway, I've already rambled on long enough. I just wanted to say thank you, and also sorry, and I'll always keep doing my best to strive to be more positive overall. It's hard, and I am trying. But again, thanks guys, and enjoy the ride. Another day, another bike ride. Hey, sorry I'm starting this episode a little bit late. I didn't realize that I wasn't recording, and I just realized it now. Oh well, only lost 4 or 5 minutes of footage, and it's of the relatively boring part of the video anyway, so you won't miss much. I want to say thanks to the people who have commented positively, and all the new subscribers too. But the people who commented positively, I just want to thank you for it, because mentally I've been struggling a bit lately, just with my weight. Mentally, I'm gonna go down to Dundas tonight. I've been struggling to keep my positivity through all the weight I've lost. I weighed myself today, and after a full day of doing what I do and eating what I eat, drinking and such, drinking healthy things, just water with essential amino acids added to it and some creatine, I'm down to 188 pounds, 188.8. And I'm largely positive about it, and I largely feel good. But there's some moments where I feel more negative due to the fact that my body just isn't getting the same chemicals I was getting from all the junk food, Everything's a drug, and people don't realize that enough. And when you stop doing certain habits, you will go through withdrawal, no matter what it is. So just not having chocolate alone, it's like one of my biggest weaknesses for more than a month now. That's been I say that as I ride past this fucking cookie factory that smells like chocolate chips every time I pass it. It smells like it right now. Yeah, it's been tough to keep my positivity. So I'm really grateful for the people I'm grateful for you, especially Hey Bao Shen, because I was so fucking negative that day that you commented that comment, and you saying, wow, I can't believe you ran up that stairs with your bike, even though I think you thought my bike was heavier, it's still a huge compliment for me, and one that I needed to hear, because I need to reflect that cardiovascularly, probably not even a word, from a cardiovascular standpoint, I'm in a much better position than I was even a month ago. And even more so, I'm in a much better position than I was more than a year ago when I used to vape weed, and I don't anymore for a long time now. And it's something for me to reflect on and remember. You know, I've changed a lot. It's not insignificant. And I'm still changing more toward the better, and I'm just trying to keep going with that, with myself. And it can just be tough sometimes when, you know, if you're only doing it for the result, it's never enough for you, you know? You just want more result rather than reflecting on, like, how far you've come. And it's just important to remember your progress, and, you know, don't be so hard on yourself in moments that are tough. No matter what it is you're going through, just strive to be better. That's all one can really do. So in my last couple of days off, I've been researching carbon road bike frames, and there's a couple of brands. Maybe someone else can recommend me. Is this gonna change? I've been looking at some Chinese brands, both the brand's called Sava, S-A-V-A, and for about $2,500, it looks like I could step in at an entry-level full carbon bike that only weighs 8.8 kilograms. And you know, that might be a really good starting point for me. It might not be the best one, but it's a lot lighter than this bike that I'm riding. And not that many people are dropping me now, but it could make less people drop me. No, and I like being more efficient too, with less effort. I'm not a racer, so I don't think I care about the electronic shifting. This guy's passing way too close. Yeah, I don't think I care that much about electronic shifting. I'm not gonna make that. If I had a carbon bike, I would have made it. We're gonna go after these people cross. It's only 8 seconds, may as well just wait. Yeah, so I've been looking at SAVA brand, Sava, I think it's pronounced, and I've been looking at Elves, ELVES, I think it's called, and you can pretty much buy all the components from them. And they're Chinese brands. So you're saving a lot of money on the branding. I'm gonna be real. I don't like Cervelos. I don't like Pinarellos. I don't know what it is about them. They're nice bikes. I'm not saying anything about their quality. I just don't like them. There's something about it that it's just not for me. It's a couple things, but it's mostly the design and the branding. Nothing to do with the bikes themselves. You know, I'm not trying to get seen as a Tour de France rider. Should have saved this hill. Oh well. Yeah. I'm not really a big fan of the Italian and French branding bicycles, despite being part Italian myself, you know? Just not for me, for whatever reason. I like some of what the Chinese have done with the geometries of the bike. And just the color scheming, especially the color scheming. I don't know what it is about Cervelos and Pinarellos, but bleh, for me, just the color scheme makes me want to vomit. I can't seem to find colors that I like on those bikes. Yeah, but that's what I've been up to. I also like that a lot of the bikes on Sava and Elves allow you to pick your group set a little more easier. I like that all of them seem to offer hydraulic disc brakes, whereas a lot of older bikes aren't offering that. There's like some 2000s models bikes. They perform almost every bit as good as the other new current road bikes even. It's just their frames, a lot of them aren't hydraulic disc compatible. And that's a huge deal breaker for me. Because there's a lot of people on my ride route that they just throw caution to the wind completely and throw themselves in my path. And if I can't stop, I'm gonna be in some issue, you know? That's not fun. I'm not gonna make this light anyway. Ahead. Yeah, but that's what I've been up to. Oh my God. I also found a new website. I probably shouldn't share it, but whatever. Like, the site is called Horrible Videos. And basically it's just some of like the worst content you've ever seen in your life. Just a lot of footage of people dying and stuff in heinous ways. So when I found that site, what I did was I searched up cycling videos of cyclists getting plowed into. Man, those videos, you don't see that stuff on YouTube, guys. That's the real shit. You see a lot of horrible videos on there, but the ones of the cyclists getting plowed into, those are just, they make you second guess riding on the road. Just seeing some of these people without their legs and arms and just the mess that you never see on YouTube. They protect people from it, you know, from seeing it. For me, I took it surprisingly well. I wasn't as squeamish as I had thought I would be. And for me, it's like kind of humbling and like a wake-up call of sorts to just be careful. And you know, in a lot of the videos I saw, it was always one party, either the cyclist or the driver, being extra careless. And you know, people want to say things about small details of your riding, but what it really comes down to are just people that aren't paying any sort of attention. And then you get got. We'll do our U-turn like this today rather than wait for the light. I turned up the brightness on the camera today. I don't know like how ugly it's gonna look on video, but some people would complain that it's kind of dark. This person's an asshole. Your boy Zahid blocking everything. That guy is approaching the stop sign too fast for me. Not gonna risk it. He went through quickly too. Should be windy on my way back home. Man, every fucking stop sign there's somebody. Jesus. That almost never happens. Broken glass all over the floor. To wait long for this.
only 9 seconds. Whew. Ooh, I'm going right and I'm gonna turn right early into your path. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try not to be so negative about many things. You know, it's hard sometimes. I'll try not to talk so negatively about the current state of Canada either. Make no mistake about it, the situation here is grim in many ways for many people. This was a great nation, and it's fallen quite a bit from grace in the last however many years. It got especially bad after Rona. Everywhere did. But even after, it just kept getting worse. Yeah, and I'm trying to just focus less on that, despite it being like absolute reality. We run this, not getting my ass chased up the street by this car that's behind me. That light takes so long too, it's like a 30-second light for 2 people to cross. Yeah, I rounded up my bike weight. See, that's what I mean. Fucking pickup truck. That's like 65, bro. It's only 40. Right beside me. Moved over a little at least. It's not like these people can't see me either. I have a red backlight. It's bright enough. Yeah, but a correction, I rounded up the weight of my bike at the beginning of the video. It was 119 pounds. I'm 192 pounds. So that's like 27 pounds by my quick. I couldn't think in the moment because I was, you know, fiddling with the camera and such. But now that I don't have to do that, my mind is more free to do accurate-ish math. So my bike is 27 pounds, and I could cut that weight by about 40% by going carbon, you know? And that's pretty substantial. What is up with this light? Try and kick it into gear here so we make this light ahead. Come on, bro. What are you doing? Fucking crackhead. Gosh, are these sirens ahead? And this minivan. Guy literally approaching a red light at 50 kilometers. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Biker on my ass. Fucking obnoxious. Let's see if he shows me. Ride smarter, not harder. later, bitch. Fucking hub drive out of here, fucking bitch. He'll pass me in a moment. I'm winded today. I got that runner stitch, which I usually don't get. It's because I haven't been riding in the last couple days. Also, it is 30-kilometer wind. Hi, raccoon. To my fellow anime fans, raccoon, get it? Ra-K-U-N, raccoon. I'm probably tired because I sprinted ahead of 2 e-bikers, one that was harassing me from behind and one that I let pass me, only to overtake him and drop him forever. Yeah, you guys love your big tire e-bikes, don't you? It's a shame that you can only get 29 kilometers an hour on them unless you want to burn out your battery in sport mode, right? Yeah, exactly. You'll be done in an hour riding like that. There's a reason why I love my normal bike. You know what that is? I'm the limit. I'm the battery. And it will run for thousands of miles on my battery. And more than that, you want to do your pathetic 29 kilometer for free hour riding? That's cool. But the fact that you're done, if you're riding at 35 and 40 in an hour on those fat tire bikes, unless you got a 74 volt huge battery, and even those don't last forever, you're done. 1 hour going at higher speeds. The drawback of hub drive e-bikes, if you don't know about them, is they don't have access, most of them don't, to gearing. And that severely limits their torque. And when you have less torque, oh man, is that the train? Fuck. I wonder, well, whatever. All you had to do was keep up with the train, CJ. But the thing is the hub drives don't have the torque. Oh, it's done. I got lucky. Hub drives don't have the torque, and to compensate for that, when going up hills, they need to dump excess battery to achieve a speed that you could achieve with a better gear ratio. So on a hub drive, you have to sacrifice one thing or another. You either gotta sacrifice some top speed for some climbing ability, or you could gear it in the middle, have a little bit of both, or you can gear it for top speed. But on climbs, that's gonna assassinate your battery. Mid-drive motors, you could get as much efficiency with a 1,000 watt mid-drive as you could a 3,000 watt hub. More speed, more torque. Drawback is that they cost a little more money than hub drives, and you need to know a little bit more about maintaining them. And people tell you you have to maintain mid drives more than hub drives, but it's just not true. The kind of maintenance is small maintenance that anybody could do and everybody should be doing, like keeping their chain clean, keeping your gears lubed. Anyone can do that, you know. As long as you're doing that, it'll go and go and go. Hubs have issues of there being all the weight on the back wheel or front wheel, and this often makes hubs have broken spokes, like a lot, and then you lose money to getting your wheel redone and screwing your wheel back up, and there's expenses to these things. Just like there's expenses to mid-drives too. For instance, mid-drives go through cassettes more often because the chain isn't fitted to just one gear like a motorcycle wants to be. So there's a little bit of stretch and there's a little bit of play on the chain on the cassette when you're powering the mid-drive. So that will lead to a little bit of increased wear on your chains and on your cassettes. And cassettes can be a little more costly, but they're worth it. Anyway, ride's over. Go home, everyone. We'll talk more next time, and thanks for the people who are trying to make me more positive. That's it. That's all. And remember, the same ride is never the same ride.